Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Akon, and it's a pleasure to join the Blockchain Business Council's Blockchain Central UNGA. 2 years ago, I was on the Blockchain Central UNGA stage with Forbes editor Michael Del Castillo to discuss my cryptocurrency, Akon, and other blockchain projects that I had going on at the time. Since then, I've continued to build on my philanthropic and business ventures to launch Akon City, a sustainable smart city built on 2,000 acres of Senegal's coastline. It's near Dakar, not too far from the international airport, and it was gifted to me by the president of Senegal, Mr. Macky Sall. We have about 6 billion contracted to begin phase 1 of Akon City, which includes the construction of roads, state-of-the-art hospitals, residential hotels, a large shopping mall, police station, schools, waste management, and solar power plants. During phase 2, we'll be focused on integrating businesses to run Akon and complete the constructions of parks, stadiums, universities, and industrial complexes. My vision for Akon City, I can say my other African-based investments and ventures supports my belief that Africans' potential is endless, and of course, we've been waiting to unlock that. We have the right of, we have all the capabilities, resources, strength, manpower, to succeed. You all know how that goes. It's just like a matter of getting to the place of finding the right people that understand that value and injecting that opportunity into them to motivate them to move forward. We just need the proper vision and framework to incentivize and reward innovation, along with entrepreneurship, and convince everyone else to build that confidence within themselves for Africa. Essentially, giving the people of Africa the tools to fish, produce, and develop their own. You know what I mean? So that's my main goal. And I'm committed to create a better, more equitable society with Akon City, aligning with the United Nations Sustainability Development Goals, number 11, sustainable cities and communities. And we have demonstrated the effectiveness of this approach in Akon Lighting Africa by teaching locals to build and maintain solar energy grids, and will continue to employ this approach in future ventures, including Akon City. Moreover, the long-term viability and success of my ventures relies on employing the latest technologies. I have to do that. It's a must. And this is why Akon City will be a leader in energy and environmental designs, certified cities operating on 100, basically, But we want to be in 100% renewable energy. This is also why phase 2 of Akon City is focused on integrating businesses to run on Akon. The idea for Akon came to me as I returned to France, and I realized I was at the airport trying to exchange my monies, and they wouldn't accept the CFA, which was like crazy. The French created and printed this money for us, but yet it had no value in France. So it was like, that was a time when I realized something had to be done. And that's just what it was. So this is why, when I realized that Akon City needs to have its own decentralized, borderless currency, as you can say. In creating a currency system for Akon City, we need to bring power back to the people. And that was my main goal. Basically instill trust in the currency system and allow people to utilize their currencies to advance themselves while limiting the government's ability to do those things that are keeping people down. In many ways, blockchain and cryptocurrency could be the savior for Africa. I really, truly believe that. I have been investing in Africa since 2004, since my first record Locked Up. So the little monies I received, I just started investing because I saw that Africa would be the future. And I firmly believe that the greater the risk, clearly the greater the reward. And believe me, it is a big risk back then, but today I don't think it's such a big risk. It's evident that all roads leads to Africa in the future. But as Akon and Akon are my most ambitious ventures to date, but this is initially a $6 billion investment. So it demonstrates that I am not alone in believing that Africa is ripe for investment, on the brink of breakthrough, and I am for the stars. And I'm literally aiming for the stars right now. But if I reach the sky, I'm cool with that. Like, I'm happy with that. But I will reach the galaxy. Believe me when I tell you. My legacy hopefully will speak for itself. Much of my thoughts and process behind Akon City and Akon is trying to work my way into the future by getting ahead of new technologies before they flood the market. A little known fact about me is that back in the early days, I was recognized in the Guinness Book of World Records as the top selling artist of master ringtones. Back when I started my career in the music industry, everyone was focused on selling singles and albums, but you know, I mean, you would think they would do the numbers. You know, an album would be like $10, but then, you know, if you go and grab a 15-second song, it was $4.99, half that. And while they're selling singles for like $2.99, which was 5 minutes long, I'm selling ringtones that's 15 seconds long for $5. Like, think about it. I mean, business sense, it just made all the sense in the world. So currently, I just focused on the ringtones, and before you know it, that became my claim to fame. So I sold so many ringtones all over the world, they actually put me on the Guinness Book of World Records, which was amazing. You know, so looking at things from a digital standpoint pays off, obviously, but being ahead of the latest tech trends pay off even more. The same holds true for Africa, I believe. Besides economic gain, new technologies and innovations have the potential to bring transparency and eliminate much of the corruption that's killing Africa's development. Ultimately, if you are in a position to mitigate a lot of the struggle and the suffering from people, it is your responsibility, I believe. So the goal of Akon City and Akon is to create a sustainable community that raises the standard of living and has safer, more transparent systems, you know, and that people can use. And I think we are well on our way to doing that. So in my life and in my ventures, I am dedicated to advancing the United Nations sustainability goals to raise that standard of living in the African and worldwide market, to create new systems and processes that withstand the test of time. In today's decisive world, it is important that we remember that we have a responsibility to pay back the blessings that's given to us, and that most of the world's problems can be fixed through collaborations and especially dialogue. We have to communicate, everyone. So thank you to the GBBC for inviting me to speak, and I look forward to working towards achieving the UN Sustainable Development Goals and further develop the blockchain and cryptocurrency ecosystem in Africa. And hopefully with you guys' help and everyone that seizes opportunities at the moment when they believe it's relevant, you know, come join me. And I think this will be something you won't regret, and it will be something that will help to steady fast your family's legacies from your children's to their children's and beyond. So thank you guys for listening and tuning in. I appreciate it. Peace.